is no tomorrow.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the weekly vlog we call Lester, the Brotherhood for Greatness. Today on the channel, happy belated Christmas to everybody. Hopefully you and yours had a fantastic time. The great Canadian advantage for factory sealed video game collectors. I buy some heavy hitters from the local retro video game store. Sponsor me, P&P Games. We play Guess What It's Worth. And I lied, we're going to be doing the final pick a video for 2024. Before we get into anything, thank you to everybody who left comments in the comments below. You guys are truly the A-listers. And I would like to shout out this week's Dylan comment of the week.
You son of a bitch.
Why did I shave my hair? There is a story behind that. And I'll tell it to you now. Nobody asked me to do it. When your homie is going through something really, really tough, and if you could, you would go into the trenches and you would suffer with him. I literally can't. And the only thing I could think of to do was to shave my head, at least, in some sort of moral support from my friend. I hope that makes sense to you guys. It made sense to me. The state of the hoard, the state of the video game collection. So as you guys have known, in the process of cleaning my closet over here, I built up a lot of store credit at P&P Games. And I decided a couple days ago, YOLO, let's just go blow it. Let's go blow some money on some stuff.
That's Krung. Strong on his mountain.
Okay, we're gonna go shop around a bit and see what. Okay, thank you. So, I'm pretending to come back from the video game store. We blew some money today. We bought a lot of, I don't know if you can see it in the video, a lot of heavy hitters today. Stuff I wouldn't have otherwise picked up if I didn't have the store credit. So, I even bought some things online too, but let's get into it. Here we go. The final pickup video of 2024. I've been on YouTube for 12 years, god damn it. Why do you do it, Nate? I have no idea. Let's go into the magic bag here. Okay, I bought this a few days ago. You already saw it, but because it was with my store credit, I'm deciding to put in this video. Retron SQ, Restaurant Squared. I don't know, you play Game Boy Advance games with this on your TV. I think it's really neat. I think it's cute. I love the form factor. I love the colors of this. You can kind of see they're $119. But with store credit, you know. I don't know if I want to open this up, if I want to put it on eBay or not to resell it, but I had to use the store credit and I just thought, whatever, might as well. Because the thing is, if you trade in a console in Winnipeg, this is part of our crazy bylaw, you have to trade like a console for a console. So I had a Sega Genesis console I traded in, but I had to use it towards a console. And this is the only console there that remotely interested me. If anybody wants this $70 Canadian on eBay, I'll put it up for viewers of this video only. Shipped to you, free shipping. $70 Canadian. Look at that. It's like half price almost. But you have to put down in your offer like you watch this show. And I will accept a $70 Canadian shipped to you, free shipping, States or Canada. My gift to you. Queen 8, you're so cheap, you should just give it away. We'll save the heavy hitters for the end. We're gonna open up this box. I purchased this online because they had a sale online. What's in the box? This was like 50% off, I think, online, something like that. P&P Games, Winnipeg's source for retro video games. It's crazy, they're like our main retro video game store in the city. And I was there when they opened up in 2007. I literally saw an ad in the classifieds about this new retro video game store while I was in university. How was your Christmases, guys? Let me know in the comments below if you celebrate Christmas. So they packaged it really well. This was 50% off. God of War Origins Collection for the PlayStation 3. I think this ended up being like 24 bucks Canadian, no shipping, right? Because I got it shipped to the store. Value's on the screen, especially if I get it graded. People gonna hate on that. These were like $30 off or something like. These are like $50 Canadian, no shipping. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Collection for the PS2. Look at that. You can order a maximum of 2. So I bought 2 of them. Why? I don't know. I saw people online like opening this up and getting the individual games inside graded. The genius thing about that, I guess, is that the games are essentially protected. They're individually factory sealed inside this factory sealed, so you're almost guaranteed 9.8 A++ games in here, but is it sacrilegious to open this up? I feel like it is. Problem is, WATA doesn't grade items this big. You gotta go to some specialty size from like VGA, I think, and it costs a lot more. So people have just been opening this up and getting them graded. Secrets, cat's out the bag for all y'all. Got 2 more heavy hitter games that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. One game I really wanted for like years now, and it just never came up. Probably this. There are 3 games on the Super Nintendo I really, really want, and this is one of them. But Rock and Roll Racing Complete in Box for the Sega Genesis. They want $175 for this. $175 for this game. And I know there's that whole argument like you don't have to buy the game to play it nowadays, right? And that's true, you don't. You could play it emulated. But to me, if I had to make an analogy, it's like you can have a high-res copy of the Mona Lisa, or you can not be a brokey and have the Mona Lisa. I know this isn't comparable. There's thousands and thousands of these games out there, but still, to me, playing it off the cartridge the way it was meant to be played, you can't replicate that. It's the box art, it's the manual, it's the visceral feeling of holding it in your hands.
Canadian changed the way the world thinks about communications.
Is the message, then the content must be the audience.
Knowing someone else put thousands of hours in this game and you're continuing that lineage. A game I've played on emulation only. I've never seen like an original version of this game, and I'm really excited to play it. Very excited. And one of the last Super Nintendo games I want for my collection. The other 2 games I want to get Knights of the Round. Fantastic beat 'em up, okay? And Mega Man X3, another game I rented heavily as a kid. But the first part of that Triforce, that Trinity, a Capcom game, King of Dragons. I don't know if you can see the price there. $150 almost loose for this game. You know, like action beat 'em up RPG type games. I love games like that. Odin Sphere, I feel like, is in the same vein. Dragon's Crown. I love those games. Just enough RPG elements in it to not bore me. The final Monday Nitro pickups of 2024 is in the bag. The maple syrup pickup of the video. But this was all hitters today. Even the games I plan to get graded and resell. And these are remastered. So in my opinion, hitter. 3 hitters in 1 box. You know, this year I'm going to play a lot more Grand Theft Auto, I think. All hitter pickups today.
And I'm going to kick that son of a bitch Bison's ass so hard.
I think I'll call those flavor cuts. Do you like those? I don't know. The great Canadian advantage to sealed retro video game collecting. Is it truly our advantage in Canada, or is it sacrilegious to do this? Let me know in the comments below. So is this the great Canadian advantage for people who collect factory sealed video games that they're going to send off to WATA? This is a greatest hits edition of God of War 2 for the PlayStation 2. I have it on this protective comic book bag. So yes, I'm wearing gloves. I know. It just saves me from having to do cleanup again later. But anyways, you can see, this is Canadian because in Canada we have this law because our national languages are French and English. So everything has to have 2 like dual languages, French and English. So what they have to do is they have the original game inside. You can kind of see here the original game's factory sealed, and then they put a French/English manual inside, and then they saran wrap the whole thing. So my thought is I'm going to take off this shrink wrap, because as you can see here, there's lots of scarring in the seal. I don't have to worry about trying to take off this sticker. The only thing that could realistically happen to this game is I guess they can have some gouging or what have you. But essentially, is this the advantage for people collecting sealed games, especially in Canada? The fact that we have this crazy law.
Are you intoxicated or something?
Don't say that to anyone in Montreal. They'll kick your ass. Let's take this off and let's see the state of the seal underneath. Oh, look. So this is even... I didn't even realize this. Even this is just like a paper sleeve cover. And there you go. This is like the French and English manual of this game. So this even added extra protection for this. My hope was like underneath it wasn't even greatest hits. But yeah, there you go. Factory sealed, greatest hits, God of War 2. Looking pristine, almost case fresh. You don't see any scarring, no gouges in here. You can kind of see what I'm talking about here, the Y-flaps. I was practicing on this one because this is kind of like the same thing. It's not like part of a set Resident Evil 4. This is a an original release Resident Evil 4 again, Canadianized. You see there's a vacuum seal over top of this. Now we know underneath there's going to be a paper slip cover, adding extra protection here, because like for this one, for instance, if I set this in to get graded, there is some scarring you can kind of see there. There's this annoying sticker that if I tried to take it off would have originally ruined the factory seal, but thank goodness this is on the outside, not on the inside. We're going to call this the Canadian seal. So when we take off the Canadian seal, this should come along with it. There's no sticker there, which is really nice. And hopefully the original factory seal underneath this is well protected. You can see there's like even a break on this outer seal here. There's lots of scarring on this. This annoying security sticker here. But thank goodness the Canadian seal is doing its job in protecting the true American seal underneath America. I'm trying to do this without causing any damage to the seal underneath. That's the scary part. But that came off pretty easy, actually. Don't. Okay, this one did not have, good to note, it did not have this like protective slip cover underneath it. This is actually the factory sealed, and as you can see, it looks clean, buddy. There's no like sticker here. This is well protected. You got the Y flaps at the top looking beautiful. Ada there looking fantastic. I'm really happy how this one turned out. Thank goodness I decided to do this. I'm happy. I don't think this was a mistake. So this experiment, I would say, is a success. So in a way, to me, this was sacrilegious to do this. But money talks, homie. I feel like other collectors already do this, but I haven't seen anyone like put it on video yet, you know? I bet you get the Greg Games does this, and he knows. He ain't sharing it with you. Queen Nate share it with you. Because this is the brotherhood of greatness.
There comes a time when you face the truth alone.
So let's play a game, shall we? Played this before. The oddities game. We're going to pick 3 oddities from my collection. I don't know what they're worth, but I'll look into it after, you know, in editing. And let me know your guess in the comments below. Were you right? Were you wrong? To me, this is just a way to celebrate those weird, like, collectible things that you come across inevitably as a retro video game collector that maybe just get no love, that are shoved away in a closet.
Sorry, Mama.
So I remember getting these as a kid. I even got the Mario one. These came from my mother-in-law. They were in her basement. They're still factory sealed. You can see here. They are Golden Story book and tapes. So these books, sometimes you come across them at the thrift store, but to have them factory sealed with the original cassette tape attached, yes, these have seen some better days, you know, but the fact that they're still new, they're still factory sealed, they're family heirlooms in a way, so like I'll never sell these, to be honest, but I'm really curious to see what they're worth online. Look at that. This is the Zelda I knew, the one that I grew up with. It's really interesting to see like what bokoblins and stuff look like nowadays. Zalfos and stuff in like the new Breath of the Wild games. And even Mario, like he's not chubby anymore like this. He's all skinny now, and he has no accent. Off topic, but I love the Super Mario movie, I'm not gonna lie. Made me cry. Anyways, what are these worth? Guesses below. We're gonna do montage at the end, and we're gonna see what they're worth. Don't cheat, guys, don't cheat. And another thing I was really interested in, I have a bunch of these posters from the Nintendo Power magazines. Part of me feels really bad for taking them out of the magazine, especially because I'm not actually hanging them up anymore in my game room. I've taken them down because wall space here is limited. But I wonder how much these actual posters are worth. You know, I think they're worth more if they're still connected to the magazine. And you can see here I have a couple Funko Pops. I know these went up a little bit in value a few years ago. The Resident Evil Pop. My original mission was to try to collect all of them, but for some reason I just didn't. There's like a Leon and I think a 7-inch Hunter. All I have here, as you can see, I have Nemesis and I have the Liquor. But hey, let me know what you think. Your guesses in the comments below. Let's check it out, shall we? Okay, looking at what they're worth. The Nintendo Power poster surprised me. I thought they'd be worth a lot more. I don't know why. I have a collection of them here. The ones in particular that I showed you, I couldn't really find any completed sold listings for it. Like if they were still in the magazine, 30, 40 bucks for like the magazine and the poster. But my best estimate, these things are worth like 10 bucks. It's kind of sad actually. Maybe not sad because I could buy more of them now. Actually surprising were the Funko Pops. I don't know why. I thought they'd be worth a little bit more, but like most people are selling them still in the box and stuff. Somebody sold like Nemesis and Liquor for like $132, which is not too bad, you know, but I like them. I'm just going to keep them here. To me, they're not really worth selling right now. But the most surprising one and the most questionable one are these golden storybook and tape ones. I haven't found any completed sales of these still brand new factory sealed. Somebody paid like $40 just for this book though. And somebody paid $50 just for this Mario tape. Now, factory sealed, complete in box. Let me know in the comments below your best guess, your best professional estimates for what these oddities could be worth. Hopefully you had fun playing the Oddities game with Kuyanate from thriftdweller. Thank you very much for playing along.
The day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life.
So 2024 is coming to an end. Hopefully you guys had a great year. To me, it was okay, but I could have been better. Not it could have been better, I could have been better. It's funny. Time is going so slow when I have a mission and I'm really working towards a goal. But then when I relax and I just kind of take it easy, time flies by. It's like such a weird thing, you know? In the summer, I got to like my best weight since grade 10. And now I've officially kind of gained it all back. Well, to be honest, last year, I ended the year, I was almost 240 pounds. And this year I'm ending my weight around 225 pounds, which is not too bad, but it could have been better. I could have been better. Thank you to everyone who comments and like watches these videos. It means a lot to me. You know, it's been 12 years I've been on YouTube. God damn. I think it's kind of like human nature to judge the success of your channel by like your subscriber count. And I guess in a way that's true, but that could be different for everyone or anyone. How do you judge success for your YouTube channel? You know, I've never said this before, but I'm going to say it now. And if Lester doesn't like it, I'll edit it out of the video. I originally started like the vlog, thriftdweller. Lester came up with the name, but like the concept of making a vlog was because of my friend Lester. He was kind of in a funk. You know, he had moved back to Winnipeg and he was just kind of like, I know how he is, you know, and he was in one of those like, this is my Lester impression. And I wanted to snap him out of the funk, and I knew he was more like computer savvy, which is funny to say at the time. He knew how to make videos. And I said, hey Lester, let's get out of the house, out of your apartment. Let's make a vlog, a weekly vlog. Secretly, my mission was to get Lester out of his funk. And looking at where Lester is today compared to where he was 12 years ago, I think perhaps that is mission accomplished. Thank you guys for watching this channel. Appreciate you guys. All the best in 2025. Let me know in the comments below. New Year's resolutions. Let's keep each other accountable. I didn't make a video with my shirt off at the end of the year. It's still tomorrow though. But it's not a success story. It's an accountability story. Stay tuned. That's it from me, Kuyanate. Peace. Love you guys. To my cousins who don't talk to anymore, I love you and I miss you guys. We're out. See you in 2025.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow.